Welcome to Masterclass. I'm Stan Matthews. It's great to be with you again, Masterclass audience. I've been in a bit of a transition here, but we are now firmly located for the foreseeable distant future here at 5001 Mayfield Road in Lyndhurst, Ohio, at the headquarters of Fraser Net. As you know, on a weekly basis, we bring you the best of the best entrepreneurs in our community so that you may benchmark them, so that you may understand what the metrics are of excellence. As Dr. Dennis Kimbrough would say, no discounts at the checkout counter of excellence. You got to pay the price. That's what Dr. Kimbrough said. You got to pay. You got to pay when you come to the table of excellence. And of course, I'm so happy to be back with our weekly guest host. She is focused on the tool of the moment, and everyone is on the lips of everyone. In some quarters, there's a level of fear and concern, and some quarters, a level of excitement. I spoke 6 o'clock this morning with a client who is in Orlando, Florida. She is focused on bringing books to our community that focus on rites of passage and training up a generation of young men and young women to deal with some of the challenges that we have in terms of relationships in our community, in terms of their own personal development, career development. But her real focus is rites of passage and how that could be used to foster success with young men and young women of high school age going into college and beyond. And she was saying that she is doing 4 books this year on the subject. And there was a lot of laughter in the meeting this morning. And I said, why are you so happy this morning? All 4 books are now complete. The outline was converted into all 4 books, and they're in the editing process. How long did that take you? So about 20 minutes. So now Hanley Publishing is going to be putting out into the world 4 rites of passage books. The name of the titling of her series is the Shield and the Sword. The Shield and the Sword. The shield is the young woman, the sword is the young man, and there will be 4 of those on a quarterly basis. Her clients are educational institutions and churches. She shares her rites of passage books with churches for young people in their congregations, and with educational institutions for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. So, she was joyous this morning. I'm ready to go to market with my books and sell to the churches who buy from me and sell to the schools that buy from me. It took me 20 minutes to write these 4 books. She said that her real efforts over the last month or so was getting the exact prompt for each book she wanted to. She was just poring over that prompt, refining, so that when she ultimately gave the AI the command, it produced what she desired. And so happy for my client. We were up early this morning laughing about the fact that she's not ready to engage her clients. 20 minutes. As my grandmother would say, cheese and rice. Cheese and rice. 20 minutes to write 4 books. My God. So,
it's possible.
So our doctor of AI, Miss Anna Banks, is here today to talk to us about how to become more visual in your entrepreneurial journey, how to be more present, how to be seen using AI. Welcome, Anna. The floor is yours. Please share with our audience.
Thank you, Stan. And again, before we jump in, I just want to thank you for bringing Masterclass to your audience. This is such a valuable space for business owners who really want practical ideas that they can actually use and not just information to sit on. There's a friend of mine used to say, we don't need to be sitting on our assets. We need to be leveraging them. And so
If you didn't catch that, rewind when you watch the rerun and play it slowly. You'll catch up to it.
And so today's topic, well, first of all, I'm going to congratulate your client who was able to get those books out in 20 minutes. And I want people to realize that it took her some time to get the correct prompt. In whatever tool she was using. As I often have told Stanley, I'm tool agnostic. Yes, there are tools that I use. I use ChatGPT, I use Claude, I use Manus, I use Perplexity, and there are a number of them. There is a laundry list of tools that are out now, and there are tools that are out that will be out tomorrow and next week. Because AI is not waiting for anyone. Wow. If you want to, you got to play. You have to come out of your offices. You have to be seen. You have to know what can cut back on the time that you need to be out there with people talking about your business. And so the tool that what I want to talk about today is the topic that every business owner really needs. And that is stop disappearing. Use AI to turn one idea into a week of visibility. You know, there is and Stan mentioned this, you know, a number of times over time, where there was one of our mentors, Ivan Meisner. He used to say, you know, don't be the best kept secret. You know, that's unfortunately what a lot of business owners are. They are the best kept secret. You are doing amazing work, but nobody or very few people know about it. And so, you know, that's one of the reasons why I'm so glad that, you know, Stan has given me this opportunity and given a lot of other experts opportunity to help to enlighten you, because you always have your heads down as entrepreneurs. But sometimes we have to learn how to work on our business rather than in our business. And so here's the truth. Most business owners do not have a content problem. What you have is a consistency problem. You know that you need to show up. You know that you need to post more. You need to get your information out into mainstream media if it warrants that. You know that you need to build a mailing list. You know you need to stay in front of both prospects, clients, and referral partners.
That's right.
But life gets in the way, right?
That's right.
Clients need attention. Work has to get done. The inbox just fills up. The day just kind of gets away from you. I know how it is, because if I don't keep a tight rein on my own time and what needs to be done, my day can go sideways too. And so what I'm calling that thing that happens to a lot of entrepreneurs is what I call the visibility leak, like a leaky bucket. A visibility leak happens when people should be hearing from you, but they're not. Your audience forgets what you offer. Your prospects do not understand how you can help them. Your past clients may not think to refer you. And people who need your service may move on to someone else simply because that person stayed visible. Now, what do you think that we could do about that? And so, Stanley, from what you've seen with business owners, how many of them have great experience, great expertise, but struggle to stay visible because they are running so hard, getting their business, doing their business, but not really working on their business?
Right. So people are trying their best to run their operation efficiently, and they're trying to pitch as much as they can. People are doing 5, 6, 7 appointments per day. At year number 36 in my professional life, I don't chase it anymore. my YouTube channel is the primary recruiter and for me to find new business. The reason why I bring people like Dr. Fraser and Anna Banks and Dennis Kimbrough on Masterclass is because they are so well thought of. People come to Matthews TV for me, my YouTube channel, to see who I've had on. Guess what? In the credits of every segment of Masterclass is my information. People get to find out that I can promote their business before 30 to 60,000 qualified prospects, sharing their information on the 20 leading streaming TV networks, including the Oprah Winfrey Channel, CNN, Headline News, and others. So that's very intentional. I know that when you come to see Anna each week, when you come to see Dr. Fraser, when you come to see Dr. Kimbrough, when you come to see John Hope Bryant on Masterclass, you're going to watch the entirety of the segment, and then you're going to read the credits, and there you're going to see a question from me. Would you like to share the unique value of your products and services on the top 20 streaming networks, including CNN and Oprah? And when people see that, they call me. So people ask me all the time, why don't I charge for the guests to be on Masterclass, or why don't I accept sponsorships and those sort of things? I don't need to. The quality of my guests draw viewers to Masterclass, and then people see what I do and they call me. So my hook is the quality of the segments itself.
Well, you see, that's exactly why this conversation matters so much. Because visibility, Stan, is not just about posting. It's visibility is also about building trust. When people see you teaching something clearly, or that you're offering people that can give them information clearly, they understand how you think. And so when people can see you as a business owner showing up, they remember what you do. If you stay hidden, if you stay away from, stay invisible, then, you know, people, you could be the best service product in town, but they won't know that you exist. And so when they see that you are helping before they buy, they begin to believe that you can help them after they buy. So now this is one of the things that I just want you to realize, that this is one of the things that AI and where AI can become very useful. Not as a replacement for your voice, not as a shortcut or a fake soundbite, and not a way to flood the internet with random content. AI can help you take one clear message, one clear idea, and turn it into several pieces of useful content. And that becomes your visibility engine. All right? So let me give you a quick example. Let's say you have an idea. The idea for the week is your customers do not always need more information. Sometimes they need a clearer next step. You know, sometimes we call that the CTA. What is the next step that you want your clients to take? That one idea, whatever it is, can become a LinkedIn post, a Facebook post, a short email, a 60-second video clip. You know, Stan and I were talking before the show about doing explainer videos, having someone to do that, doing a client follow-up message, or even a sales call talking point. Same idea, different formats. So how can you make something like that very simple and easy for you? So that means what happens is you don't wake up every morning thinking, what should I post today? What should you know how we go. Instead, you're asking, how can I take this one message and turn it into several different formats so that people know, like, and trust me more? Now that shift is powerful. because most business owners are trying to create new content every day or as often as you do it. That's exhausting. That's exhausting.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I know when I had started, really blogging and, I write a newsletter on LinkedIn, and that is one of the ways that people find who I am, and LinkedIn, and also is on Facebook. But that's how people find out who I am, and start to follow my thought leadership. But here is a simple and repeatable process that I use and that I'm going to share with you. Is that okay?
Absolutely okay. Go right ahead, Anna. We're ready.
Okay. So here's the simple system. I take one idea and I use 3 angles, and out of that I get 5 pieces of content. So I start with one idea that my audience needs to know. Then I take that idea and I look at it from 3 different angles. First angle is, what is the problem? What is the problem that my audience is struggling with? The second is the lesson. What do they need to understand? And the third is the action. What should they do next? You take those 3 things, right? That simple process. One idea, 3 angles, and you get 5 pieces of content. I then turn that into, my 5 pieces of content wind up being 1 teaching point, 1 story post, 1 short email, 1 60-second video clip with or without me personally present, because I have a video avatar, and then 1 clear call to action. That gives me a full week of visibility from 1 idea. So Stan, when business owners hear this, what do you think would change for them if they stopped trying to create something new every single day and just started using that 1 simple strategy?
If they want to acquire 1 high-paying prospects, or they want to obtain high-paying clients, what that would do immediately, it would give them both of those things. Why Masterclass has been on for 9 years is because I have found that when you give away high quality content, you get high quality clients. People perceive your willingness to give in a context where they feel compelled to give something back. And so the greater the value of what you give away, I think there's a law that says of reciprocity, that you will receive in like kind a similar value. I don't sell a low ticket service, it's a high ticket service. And because it's a high ticket service, I have got to make sure that I provide high quality content that I give away, expecting what in return? The law of reciprocity to work. The same level of client and the same level of prospect has come back my way for 9 years. And it will for you guys as well.
Mm-hmm. And so, before we wrap up, I want to give you 1 simple AI prompt that you can use. All right. So hopefully, if you don't get it all written down now, you'll come back and you'll review this segment, and you'll be able to write it down for yourself. So this is it. You're going to put this into or talk to your AI, whether it's ChatGPT, Claude, Manus, whatever. This is what you say. Take this 1 business idea and turn it into 5 pieces of content. 1 LinkedIn post, 1 Facebook post, 1 short email, 1 60-second video script, and 1 client follow-up message. Keep the tone clear, helpful, and professional. And each piece with a simple call to action. assistant, your visibility engine that will take one idea and turn it into 5 pieces of content. So now AI has a job. You've given it a job that you either are using it for free if you have a free account, or you're probably paying $20 a month. Not bad for an employee that always works 24/7.
Not bad at all. I have 3 content creators, and I would just say this: one is in Romania, one is in Bangladesh, one is in Pakistan. So yes, I pay for ChatGPT because I want a higher level of video. But the investment that I make in those 3 internationally based content creators, it shows up when you go to Matthews TV for me, from the thumbnails to the fact that every video is optimized, to the fact that I do SEO on Matthews TV for me, our channel. My YouTube channel now is my lead generation instrument. Like Myron Golden, my YouTube channel is where I invest, and it pays and pays and pays and pays. So yes, the AI is a multiplier in terms of revenue for me, and yes, those content creators in those other countries are also a value add. But the AI is central to it, because what is common with all 3 of them? They all use AI to do what they do for me.
Absolutely. And so, as we wrap up today, these are your 3 takeaways. Number 1, you don't need more ideas. You need a better system for using the ideas you already have. Takeaway 2, one strong idea can become a full week of content. And takeaway number 3, visibility should lead somewhere. So don't just post. Use your content to build trust, start conversations, and move people toward the next step. And just so that you remember, I am Anna Z. Banks with Thrive Leadership Institute, and we help business owners use AI with strategy, structure, and measurable purpose. And so you can get our free report. Go to getAIthatpays.com. Stop starting from scratch. Start building your visibility engine. One idea, one system, one smart move at a time. Thanks a lot, Stanley.
Thank you, Anna, for being here. Thank you for the value that you always bring. And I would just say this both to Anna's fandom and mine. Nielsen, the television and consumer ratings company, their 2025 report says the following: 72% of all consumer purchases happens after a consumer sees a video-based commercial, whether on their mobile phone, their tablet, their PC, or they're watching TV at night of their favorite show. If you do not have visible content on the top streaming networks, you are not being seen. Matthews Marketing can solve that problem for you. Call us at 732-357-5701, and we will make sure that we can promote your service or product for 30 to 60,000 qualified buyers in 1 month's time. How do I know they're qualified buyers? Everyone that is shopping today, tomorrow, and in the future is likely to be using a piece of plastic, right, with numbers on it. Your debit or credit card is your imprint in the marketplace. The cable operators and the streaming networks buy that data. So when you do a streaming digital campaign with Matthews Marketing, we are targeting 30,000 people who have bought apparel maker. We are targeting 30,000 people who have bought electronics provider. We have targeting 30,000 people who have bought coaching before. We are not throwing darts at a board. We are aiming with AI at the exact people who have used their credit or debit card to buy your service before. Only they are going to see your ad. We are targeting people who are already buying what you're selling. And so all we are doing is being the connecting point between you and 30,000 people who want what you're selling. So call us at 732-357-5701 so that we can make the connection that improves your cash flow. I want to thank my friend Anna Banks again for being here and taking us to another level on AI. And as we say every single week as we say goodbye, stop trying so hard to fit in. You and I and Anna, of course, were born to stand out. And that is what we want for you here in Masterclass. We want you to stand out, and we want your business to succeed at a very, very high level. We'll see you again next week in Masterclass. Have a great day, and God bless. Thanks for coming, Anna.
Okay, thank you.
All right.